Alright, let's see if we can finish this up. Dinner successfully made. Everybody's happy. I can come back to this, so we are good for a bit. Mom's up there having her dinner. Kind of do it in shifts since it's really just the two of us. Working through everything. Keeping him on the straight and narrow with his diet and his sugars, water intake. It's a lot. Being diabetic, congestive heart failure, with sodium, liquid limits, and sugar limits, trying to manage all of that is not for the faint of heart. It is not easy, and it's taken us a long time to get to a point where we finally kind of have it down pat. Yeah. Again, it took a while, but we got it. We're getting there. Now it's just conditioning Mom to being able to do it all, but in the winter time it's a little harder because there's shoveling and snow shoveling and plowing. So we did try for a 10-day period to see if she could do the majority of it, and she just ended up more tired, worn out, and I don't want that for my mom. So here I am. My husband is taking care of the house. He's here on the weekends, so it makes it nice. He does travel for work. so far, I've lost power once at our house, but no, knock on wood, no major issues. So yeah, hopefully we can get through this winter. Next year we'll get a plow guy here for my parents that will do the yard and the lawn, but it really doesn't make sense where I still need to work on the dietary, insulin, medical aspects right now. So, but that's all right. We will get it. And if I have to come back, I have to come back. That is not an issue. Alright, we'll get this one out. So we've got a little cross. Don't see. Oh, there's something. I sometimes use metal. Get that upside down. Sometimes it looks like it's stamped something, but then it's just the texture of the metal when it was poured. But yeah, I don't see anything on that end. It makes me where you can see silver coloration under it that it's probably more so of a plated, and probably not super expensive, but cute. Alright, let's see what else we got here. So I got an email earlier today, and I'm not sure if I talked about this before, but I did get approved to sell on Knickknacks. Yes, I guess I did. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that. I wonder if this earring's out yet. Not quite yet. But yeah, plans, you know. Was it they said, best laid plans that mice and men, gang after galley, often go awry, however you want to, men plans, God laughs. Or was that like Demons and Angels movie? Yeah. So, I don't know. It'll happen when it happens. I am not impatient about it. Get everything set up, get it all ready, and go from there. Brown, worked on this earlier, but it was broken. I'm telling you, these triple strand ones just get tangled up in everything. Undid that one. Oh, broken piece. Wrapped around. Okay, so we got a little. That is broken. It could probably be repaired if it was worth it. It's not stamped anything, so we'll look at it later. These ones have similar chains that I think that's together. Oh, they really get tangled. In and on themselves and on everything else. And if you see the top of my head, I'm not dirty. I just did a conditioning treatment because my hair is so dry right now. So I just did a deep conditioning, moisturizing treatment because my hair is like stand on and fly away, and I'm in desperate need of a haircut. I have not gotten my hair cut since July. So it's grown out and grown out and grown out. And it is dried out and dried out and dried out. But that's okay. Oh, I'm not sure if that helped or not. Those are part of the bracelet, some of them. Let's see if we can get this maybe out of there. Well, maybe we'll just see what we can get. Sorry if I jostled you guys. Somehow I managed to sit not very comfortably. Alright, so we got one tassely one. I think we saw one similar to this earlier. So I think there's a bunch of like little Cole's necklaces or Claire's newer pieces that are rolled up in all of this. Marked A. V. I don't know. These little leather bits on there. Seems to be moving. Almost lost the tail of that one. Yes, ma'am. That is Emma, who doesn't like my back to her, but I have my back to her. I'm down in my room. A little card table in here. Yes, ma'am. What's up? What's the matter, May? What's the matter? You're fine. You know, you think you're going to get one thing, and then something else. Decides it wants to be released, Hang on, Em. What? What's the matter, May? Yes, ma'am. You're gonna talk. You need to have something to do. What? Yes, ma'am. Come here. Come over here. Come over here, Em. Come sit by the table. You're fine. I just went out. I let you out. I gave you a treat. I did. Don't want people to think I'm neglecting you, ma'am. I didn't. I swear. Emma turned 15 on January 1st, just recently. We got her as a pound puppy from the Humane Society in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Mom with 2 little toddlers brought her back because she was so high energy, and we just fell in love with her. So we, my husband and I, had not 100% decided that we wanted a dog. And she was bringing her back, and she was like, I can just give her to you. And I am not good about not following the rules, and rules you're supposed to pay for the Humane Society for the dog. And she's like, but I just paid for her. We just love her, but I've got 2 little ones, and she's so high energy. And so they were getting ready to close, and yes, ma'am, I'm telling your story. Ooh, get a charm out of there. Oh, almost. Not quite. So we didn't take her, and then we went for a walk down at the park around this little lake in Martinsburg, and my husband and I decided that yes, we really wanted a dog. And I would go back the next day. He had to work. I'd go back the next day when they opened at 10 a.m. And if she was still there, then I would adopt her. Well, I got there at 10 a.m. They weren't even open, and I was sitting in the parking lot for like half an hour. And just wait until they opened, because I was so worried that she would be gone. Yes, ma'am. Oh, it's a bracelet with a couple of charms on it. Alright, so that one is missing something. And then we've got a bridge. A building that looks like it was painted blue. And another one that was painted blue. Anybody know where those are from? I have no idea. So as soon as they opened up, I went in and explained who I wanted, and I went back and met her and adopted her. But my husband called, and I told a tiny white lie and said that she'd already been adopted, that it was too late. So Emma and he was working shift work, and he was getting out, I think, at like noon. So Emma and I got loading up in the car. Yes, ma'am, I'm telling your story. Hang on, let me go get her another chew treat. Give us a break here. Hold on, ma'am. So, you know, if you give a dog a treat, they chomp loudly or they bark. So, and I don't really have options of putting her in another. I mean, I could put her in the other room, but then she'd just bang on the door, and I like spending time with her. So, if you don't like dog crunching or dog barking, then probably not going to be the place for you. Or cats meowing. You know. Anyway. So anyway, we, Emma and I hung out for the day, or for a couple of hours before we went to go get my husband or meet him at his work. And he was boot-lipping. He was really sad because, you know, she had already been adopted, that he thought, you know. So I waited for him to come out of the plant, and we got out of the car, and I tell you what, she recognized him across the parking lot, and she pulled me, and she's only, you know, at the time she was maybe 30, 40 pounds. She recognized him and ran, pulled me right across the parking lot to get to him. And I tell you what, those two had loved each other from the get-go. And, you know, I felt bad leaving her in the pound overnight. But, you know, we were just going to look. And isn't that the way it always happens? You find your puppy. And, yeah, so she's been with us since she was only a few months old. And we switched her over. We took her to PetSmart. She picked out her own toy, which at the time was a pink pig. And that's what she would always pick out whenever we took her, yes ma'am, to PetSmart or a toy store. You know, she loved the pink pig. Not sure how or why, but that was her thing. And then we switched her dog food also to a better brand, something, you know. And we took what was left of it. Oh, it's a little bracelet. What was left of it back to the Humane Society, asked them if they wanted it, and made a donation. But we were in there. Oh, I got a marking. We're in there, and we decided to look around, and that one says Korea. So another little Korea piece. A little bracelet. So we looked around, and Emma is a black dog with a white star on her chest. She used to have a lightning bolt on her belly before she got spayed, and she has a French manicure on her toes. And while we were in there, we decided to look around because she was very high energy. So we thought, oh, you know, if we have a second one, they'll play together, and, you know, she'll have, you know, someone to play with. And we found this poor little pathetic puppy, and he was just crying and crying, but he was black with a French manicure on his toes, and we just loved him. His name was Zedekias Zul Zarandar, which is what we named him. And he passed away last year, right around Christmas time. You chewed all that up already. And it broke my heart, because as Emma was Papa's, Zeddy was my boy. So, yeah, it sucks that they don't live longer than they do. Yes, ma'am. I know I'm ignoring you. I'm sorry. And I'm talking about your brother. But anyway, he was tiny when we first got him. We figured he probably wasn't even 6 or 8 weeks old. He ended up being 135 pounds, and I'm 5'3", and his head stood hip high on me. He was a very big dog, and he was gorgeous, and he was sweet, and he was a big baby. Yay, I finally got that earring. And loved everything about him. He was such a good guy. Miss him terribly. But at her age, we're not going to do another one. And I don't know. My heart still hurts. But that's Emma's story, since she's talking to everybody and making her presence very known. Yes, ma'am. What? You want to try to go potty again? All right, give me 1 second. We'll go out. We'll go take you out. Hold on. Give me 1 second, sweet girl. Hang on. All right, I'll be back.